afternoon, welcome to Maths Live. Hope you're all okay. We've got Sam and Harry in Nottingham. We've got Jacob in Stockton already watching, so hello. Here's two challenge questions to start. So continuing from yesterday's algebra lesson, we've got 8f equals 24. So what is f? And then we've got 12c plus 2 is 50. Can you work out what c is? And I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we've got Elliot. Oh, Elliot's already answered the questions. Brilliant. Hi Maxwell and Sophia in Nottinghamshire. Hi Ellie in Chelmsford. Hi Seth in Kettering. Hi from Josh. Hi Ellie in Barwell. Hi Noah. Hi Tej in Hemel Hempstead. Okay, got some answers coming in. Okay, just remember the 8f, what is missing? What is missing between the 8 and the f? That's secret. Super. Like, lots of answers. Remember to shout out your name if I haven't already said your name. Hi Daisy in Bridgend in Wales. Hi Tom in Broughton. I keep remembering to say that place quite quickly. Right, let's have a look. So, because I know some of you are quite eager and just say hi, but you need to remind me of your name on the shout outs because I can't remember them each week. There's so many people watching. For some reason, yesterday's lesson was amazing. You guys were amazing. But it's had loads of views. It's had nearly 2,000 views on Facebook, which is crazy. I've no idea why as well, but I'm not complaining. Anyway, so let's work this out. 8f equals 24. That actually means it's 8 times f equals 24. So we're thinking, what do you times 8 by to make 24? So we do our 8 times tables. 1 8 is 8, 2 8 is 16, 3 8 to 24. Oh, so f, do my equal sign there, f is 3. Well done if you got that. And then this question, we've got 12c plus 2 is 50. So we have to do the inverse. So we start from 50. So it's 12 times something plus 2 is 50. So if we take away the 2, that's 48. So 12c is now 48. What do we times 12 by to make 48? 4 12's 48. So c is 4. Well done. I'm still so impressed from yesterday's lesson, especially that end question where you all just gave it a go and it was amazing. I was really, really chuffed all day. So hopefully we'll have just as good a lesson today and tomorrow. Right. It's a funny lesson today though, because I have to keep using a piece of paper because there's so much detail that I'm putting into this. Today we're looking at number sequences. We're going to start quite gently today, understanding what a number sequence is, how we can spot missing numbers, and then tomorrow we're going to bring the algebra in and learn how to describe a sequence using algebra. But first of all, let's understand how to use a number sequence. So I'll give you an example. So I've got the numbers 7, 13, a missing number, 25, 31, and then another missing number. So this is my number sequence. Number sequence is just numbers put together, okay, in a line, and we've got to work out what the missing numbers are. To do that, we have to understand the sequence, and the best way to understand the sequence is to compare the numbers that we've already been given. So the numbers that are next to each other here are 7 and 13. So we think, right, what do we do? What's the jump? How have we gone from 7 to 13? So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we've added 6. Let's try and add 6 here and then test to see whether it goes to 6 here. So 13 plus 6 is 19. So is 19 plus 6 25? So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 it is. So the rule, because sometimes you'll get asked what the rule is, the rule for the sequence is you add 6, you plus 6 every time. So 7, 13, 19, 25, 31, 31 plus 6 is 37. So that is how you find out the sequence. So if you've never heard the term what is the rule, that just means what do you need to do? How do you get from one number to the next? Another example. It's not always that simple. Okay, so here's another. 2, 3, 5, 8. If you want to do this as I'm going along, if you want to have a guess, you can do. You don't have to just watch. But if you'd like to just watch, absolutely fine. Okay, so this time we've got 2, 3, 5, 8, something, and a pen lid that doesn't want to go on. Right, so let's work out the jumps this time. So 2 to 3, that's 1. But hang on, 3 plus 1 is 4. So here it's 2, so this is not a regular increase, this is not a regular sequence. So we've added 1 there, and 3 to 5 is 2, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, look! So the rule is we're adding 1 more each time. So so the first time we're just adding 1, and then we're doubling it. Well, we're adding 1 more to the amount that we add each time. So we now know that in the next one we've got to add 4, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then the next one we're going to add 5, which is 17. So the rule is to add 1 more on each time, yeah? So it's not as easy as just adding the same amount. Okay? Sometimes you might need to go lower. Your numbers that you might be taking away rather than adding. Okay, you might be doubling the number. You might be timesing it by 10. There's so many different ways you can use a number sequence. Here's a different kind of number sequence, and this is related to the 3 questions that I gave you. So Tom is making a pattern with matches. Shouldn't play with matches, but we'll let Tom off for this maths lesson. So here is his pattern 1. So that's pattern 1, we could just call it P1, and that's his matches. Okay, I could draw little ends on them, but it's not an art lesson. So there's pattern 1. Pattern 2, this is still number sequences. I'm not just randomly gone into an art lesson, you'll see why. So pattern 2, more matches. So that's pattern 2, and this is pattern 3. So if you want to have a look at what I'm doing, you might start to try and work things out. You might try and guess. I wonder if you can guess how many is going to be in this pattern. Okay. So we've got pattern 1, pattern 2, and pattern 3. The question is, how many more matches will Tom need to make in pattern 4? Right, we've been given a question, but we're going to ignore the question, because when you get something like this, first of all, what you need to do is look at what you've been given. Ignore the questions first. It's like when you do a comprehension. When you're doing English comprehension, how many times you've been told by a teacher, don't read the questions, read the text first. This is just like that, okay? So let's look. Right, pattern. So, matches. There's 4 matches in pattern 1. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in pattern 2. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 in pattern 3. So even before I read the questions, can I actually spot a pattern? 4, 8, 12. Say to someone next to you, say to someone in the room, a parent, sibling, 4, 8, 12. Where have we seen that number sequence before? Okay? I'm going to tell you because this is the modelling. It's the 4 times tables. So we're adding the rule. I can already spot the rule. Is add 4. We're adding 4 matches each time. I'd like to give you a go because I know you do a lot of writing, a lot of numbers. Do you want to have a go? Do you want to have a go at doing the next pattern? Do you want to draw the next pattern for me? I'm going to give you a head start. I'll give you a little head start, but do you want to have a go at drawing the next pattern? I'll start slowly. So this will be pattern 4. So I'm going to copy pattern, make it a bit smaller. And then across, and across. Now. Oh, I can hear my daughter who should be asleep and she's not asleep. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So pattern 4 has 16 matches. Okay, still a number sequence. How many will he need to make pattern 5? Right, we don't even have to draw because we know our 4 times table. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So the next question, how many matches will Tom need to make pattern 5? 20, we know that. How many matches will Tom need to make pattern 12? Pattern 12, I'm not drawing all of that. So we've got pattern 1 is 4, pattern 2 is 8, pattern 3 is 12, pattern 4 is 16. Do we need to do any drawing? If we're going to pattern 12, we just times it by 4, okay? And we know that that is 48. So pattern 12 will have 48 matches in them, okay? It's still a number sequence, but the sequence involves drawing. That is actually taken from a SATs test, that question. So well done if you're in year 3 and year 4 and you're giving that a go, but I just wanted to show you that number sequences aren't always just numbers and commas. So let's get the 3 questions up, the 3 challenge questions. So question 1, I'll put them up, I'll give you a few minutes, I'll do some shout outs. So question 1 was 9, 18, gap, 36, 45, gap. So can you fill in the missing numbers? Question 2 was complete the table. So you had shape 1, shape 2, so that was shape 1, shape 2 and shape 3, and it asked you to complete the table. So we had shape, number, and that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it jumped to 10. It is more like an art lesson, today's lesson, isn't it? All this drawing. And then the bottom one was matchsticks, so again. And it told us that pattern 1 had 4 matchsticks. Can you complete the table? Have a go at those 2 questions. there's so many comments? I'm going to struggle to scroll backwards here. Right. Okay. Yeah, I can't scroll all the way backwards, so I'll say hi to, yeah, hi Austin, hello. Oh wow, look at you lot joining in, that's brilliant. Brilliant. Hi Kian, hi Emily, hi Isaac in Essex, hi Emily and Chorley. Brilliant. Okay. Hi Hallie Beth. Okay. Sam's having a go. Hello Bonnie. Hello, thank you for joining us. Okay, got some numbers coming in. Super. Brilliant. All right, yeah, have you go. Oh, I know, by the way, I know I haven't put question 3 up there because that's more of an explanation. So let's have a look. I'm so impressed you gave the modelling a go when I was doing it. It's really, really good because with the modelling part of the first bit, you only have to watch. But if you want to join in, that's great. So let's have a look at this. The number sequence. So first of all, we need to have a look at it before we try and guess the gaps and see what we can work out. So 9 to 18, the jump from 9 to 18 is 9. Okay. There's also another jump we can look at. We can look at what happens to 36 to make it into 45. So 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So, look, the rule is add 9. The rule is plus 9. So, it's actually, and it's on 9 times tables. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54. Well done if you got that. Now this one, it was similar to the last question, except the pattern is different with the matchsticks. So, shape number, this is shape number 1. You can see it's got 4 matchsticks. Shape number 2, we can count them. It's got 8 matchsticks. Shape number 3, 4, 8, 12. And again, we'll just use our 4 times table. So 1 4 is 4, 2 4s are 8, 3 4s are 12, 4 4s are 16, 5 4s are 20. And then we know that 10 times 4 is 40. Okay? It's why the question has got that is it's asking you to think ahead. Okay? It's asking you to jump ahead, not simply, because I mean, I know a lot of children might say, right, I'm actually going to draw this just to make sure, but when you go to number 10, you don't have time to draw a whole pattern like that. So it's getting you to show your understanding. Well done. Good. Right, so question 3 on the 3 challenge questions. I was asking you to think about what is called the nth term. Okay? We're going to do more on that tomorrow, but I wanted you just to start thinking about it today. Just thinking, just for a second. Okay? So the question I asked you was, each term in a sequence has a position. So the first term is position 1. So if we've got a sequence, okay, it could be any numbers in here. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice, boring, easy sequence. Okay? Each of these, each number is a term. Okay? So position 1, that's term 1, term 2, term 3, term 4, term 5. So the word term. It's just a posh word for position or whichever part. So this sequence has got 5 terms in it. A sequence can have 7 terms, 100 terms, 10,000 terms. It's just each part of it. Okay? It can continue however long the sequence is. So if it has 15, it means 15 term. And the question I asked you was, how many terms does this sequence have? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay? So how many terms? It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the answer is 7 terms. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you for that. We're going to be using a special letter tomorrow related to terms. We're going to be talking about the nth term, as in n, no. But we'll talk about that more tomorrow. Now it's challenge time for you guys, because I've done enough talking. So different questions involving sequencing now. Some are quite nice because they almost give you the answer before they start. Some of them not so nice because they have a big gap, but just use that method every time of trying to spot the rule. Look for the rule. So, question 1. Okay, so the rule, okay, is add 14. It's already telling you the rule, and here is the sequence. Can you find the missing numbers? What is the missing numbers in that sequence if the rule is 14? Let's have a look at how everyone's doing. Brilliant. Super, well done. Amazing. Wow, there's just so many calculations. That's so good. Well done. Brilliant. Super, well done. I can just see some numbers. I'm going to give everyone a chance because I know adding and subtracting. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I'm giving you it away. Right, got some numbers coming in. Oh, just check a couple of people, unless you might be mistyping it. The last one, we've got a few different answers. Okay, so let's have a look. So the rule is add 14. Now, the first one, because the missing number is before this number, because it's, so we're adding 14 each time. Now, because it's something plus 14, we need to do the inverse and we need to take away. So it's 68 to start. 68 plus 14 is 82. Then 96. Then 110. And then 152. Well done if you got those right. So that's just about accurate adding. Okay? You have to be really careful with those questions because you might think, oh, that's really easy, and you might rush through it. So always be careful with your addition. Right, question 2. Are you ready for this? So, the numbers in this sequence increase by the same amount each time. So it's not plus 1 and then plus 2 and then plus 3. It increases by the same amount each time. Okay, and there's 4 numbers, 4 terms. I'm going to use that word, terms. There's 4 terms in this sequence. And I'm going to give you the first one, and I'm going to give you the last one. What are the missing numbers? And it increases by the same amount each time. Tricky one, this one. it's not the increase I'm wanting, it's just filling in the gaps. I'm going to give you a clue. Because we can't find the jumps here, first of all, find this jump. That's my clue. Find what this whole jump is first. Let's have a look. Okay. Put the numbers in, guys. Alright, okay. I've got some people saying the rule, and I've got some people saying the numbers. Which is fine. Oh, you're good. You're good. You're well done. Wow. You guys are good. Again, this is another SAT question. So, well, let's have a look. So, from here to here, we add 12. Okay? And we need to use this to find these two jumps. Now this is the careful bit, because I've seen this before, because there's two gaps, I've seen a lot of children just split 12 by 2 and assume that you add 6 and then you add 6. But it doesn't work like that, because we've got one jump, two jumps, three jumps. So we're not dividing 12 by 2, we're dividing it by 3. And 12 divided by 3 is 4. So the jump each time is 4, going up in 4s. So 1 plus 4 is 5, and 5 plus 4 is 9. Let's check it. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well done. Super. Right, last question already. What time is it? Gosh. It's because it's been a drawing lesson today. Okay. Oh no, so we've got 2 more questions. Right, another one now. It's another table I've got to draw, another table, another one with matchsticks as well. Tut, tut, tut. Right. Ta-da! Sorry, this is going to be really messy. So, we've got quite similar to the last one, so it's good practice. If you want to copy the grid, you can do. If you want to just wait for what the questions are, you can do. There's a clue. So oops. I'm trying to draw it quickly, but accurately. Can you complete the table? Try and complete the table. Brilliant, well done. Well done, Lucia. Well done, Elliot. Well done, Sam. Well done, Harry. Well done, Maxwell. Well done, Lachlan. Well done, Kayan. Well done, William and Kent. Brilliant. Well done, Austin. Wow, answers coming in already. Let's give you a minute. Here we go. I'm going to put the last question underneath. So question 4 is 10, gap, gap, 37, 46. So that's the last question. keep you busy. Hi Chloe and Ashley. Happy birthday for yesterday. Well done. Careful with your answers because you only need to fill the grid in. Right, brilliant. So you noticed 6, 12, so it's a 6 times table. So there's 1 6, 6, 2 6, 12, 3 6, 18, 4 6, 24, 5 6 and 30. And if it will be 10, it'll be 60. Well done with that one. Now then, we've got some different answers coming in for the second one, so have a check. Super. What are we thinking? Ooh. Can anyone tell me the rule? All right, no, yeah. Can anyone tell me the rule? Amazing, guys. Well done. So the first thing you should do is look at the numbers you've been given. Think, right, 37 to 46 is plus 9. So test it. See if plus 9 works. You don't have to go and do this big jump because you've already been given one you can practice with. So, is 10 plus 9, right, so that's 19. And then plus 9 is 28. And then plus 9 is 37. So that does work, so the answer is plus 9. Well done today. I'm going to put the challenge question up next. It's a really, really good one. It's similar to this one, but it's different shapes. So there's a square in the middle, and then you've got a triangle sticking out like a net, and you've got to work out the sequence with that. So give that a go. Tomorrow, last day tomorrow, Maths Live this week because it's bank holiday on Friday. Tomorrow is number sequences again, but we're going to use that word term, and we're going to try and think of what formula it is to complete the sequence. If you're in year 5 and year 6, definitely tune in tomorrow because it'll come up definitely in secondary. Well, it'll come up in year 7, but it's really, really good practice. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.